All right, everyone, good morning. Today is the 26th of November, 11:18 a.m. England Standard Time and 9:50 a.m. Dubai Standard Time. I hope everyone has had a great last night's sleep, and I hope everyone is having a great morning as well. So let us start today's first live streaming session of the one and only Harsh. Let me give you an introduction about myself. I am Harsh. I have 8 years of trading experience. I have been trading the forex markets, the commodity markets such as oil, gold, silver, as well as the US indices such as S&P 500, Dow Jones 30, and the Nasdaq 100. I am more of a technical trader. I specialize in technical analysis such as supply demand, price action, order flow analysis, swing analysis, wave analysis, and Fibonacci retracement analysis. I have been blessed to be trained and mentored by some of the greatest minds when it comes to the financial markets. I have had the privilege to gain experience and learn from people who used to work as flow traders on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. So it's been a huge opportunity for me to learn and gain experience from such like-minded people, right? Very bright-minded people. I have been successful in handling $20 million worth of portfolio, and on top of that, I have been able to generate around 30 to 35% of profitability on an annual basis. The information that I'm sharing with you is so that you can you can be rest assured that the information that is being provided by someone who has the knowledge, the experience, and the expertise, right? When it comes to the financial markets. I can see Sophia in the chat house. Good morning, Sophia. I hope you're having a great day. And today being Tuesday, we would be looking at some of the recent updates that have taken place in the share market. But before we continue, let me ask you the main question of the live streaming sessions. Do you think it is possible to make money in the financial markets, or do you think it is hard to make money in the financial markets? If you think it's easy to make money in the financial markets, type 1 in the chat box. And on the other hand, if you feel that it is hard to make money in the financial markets, you can type 2. Remember, our live streaming sessions are more based on interaction, where I would be doing most of the talking, but it is important for me to get a reciprocation in terms of people answering the questions that I am asking, because it's very important for me to understand, and based on the understanding of what my audience is able to understand, I have to reciprocate and gauge and modify my teaching, my communication, so that people can understand. All right, sounds good. And another question: for a lot of our people who are becoming a part of our community, we have been getting a lot of attention, correct? So since we are going to be having people from a very diversified segment of the Indian community, we have to make sure that we can provide content to each and everyone. तो बहुत सारे लोग होंगे जिनको लगता है कि हमें इंग्लिश अच्छी तरह से आती नहीं है, हमारी हिंदी अच्छी है। तो उन लोगों के लिए, अगर आपको लगता है कि आप चाहते हो कि मैं हिंदी में भी बात करूं, तो प्लीज़ आप कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखिए, हर्ष प्लीज टॉक इन हिंदी एज वेल। मतलब मुझे बताइए कमेंट बॉक्स में, ताकि फिर उसके हिसाब से मैं आपको बता पाऊँ, ठीक है? इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट आई हैव टू मेक श्योर एवरीवन इन दिस community that we have are able to receive the content, correct? So we at Dolphin Markets are here to provide you with high value content, correct? Content in terms of analysis, in terms of hot stock recommendations, and in terms of education. So when you're getting a trifactor bonanza of such high quality content, it is in your best interest to be a part of Dolphin Markets and to keep attending Harsh's live streaming session. So returning back to the question that I had asked you, Do you think it is hard to make money in the financial markets, or do you think it is easy to make money in the financial markets? All right, I'm pretty sure a lot of you people would be saying that, Harsh, yes, we are aware that we can make money in the markets, but maybe we do not know how to make money. Uh, Maybe we do not have the right resources, or we do not have the right mentor, or we do not have the right tools to become successful when it comes to financial markets. And that is exactly what Harsh is providing to you. We are having these live streaming sessions where I will provide you with analysis, I will provide you with money making strategies, correct? As well as with education. So you do not have to worry. I keep telling to all my customers and to all my clients and viewers that when Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear. All you have to do is be sure to keep attending our live streaming sessions. Make sure that you are paying attention, and second, but most importantly, it is highly important to keep your trading account open, because since the market is up and running, I want you to provide with hot stock recommendations, correct? That can make you profits, that can make you money. For that, all you have to do is be consistent with my live streaming sessions, and second, but most importantly, keep your trading account open so that you can just copy paste the hot stock ideas that I am able to share to you. A quick intro in terms of the reasons that we are having these live streaming sessions. I am pretty sure everyone who is attending our live streaming sessions are coming with one goal in mind, and that is to make money. We have been very consistent right from the mid of September all the way till, you know, the recent date, right? By 22nd of November. Over a span of just around above 2 months, we have been able to generate a profitability of 168%, right? But that is not based on one or two trades. That has been based on a consistent and diligent approach in terms of providing hot stock recommendations to our community members, and also showcasing them that it can be profitable, correct? So we have been consistently taking trades and consistently booking profits. Over a span of almost slightly above 2 months, we have been able to take 29 trades, where we have taken trades and squared off trades to make a profit, correct? And we have been able to generate a profitability of 168%. We have been providing you with real time hot stock recommendations, correct? We make sure that we do our due diligence, we analyze the markets, we go through and analyze, identify for trading opportunities in the individual Indian share market stocks, and based on that, once we have a high probability trade, we provide it to you. All right, so as you can see, we have been very consistent when it comes to providing you with hot stock recommendations. Yesterday, a hot stock that was shared was based on NFL, right? National Fertilizers Limited. And this particular hot stock that was provided yesterday has already been on its way to achieving 4% profitability, right? I'm pretty sure you can see today's title. Just yesterday's hot stock recommendation has already been making 4%. I'm very sure such a return is only observed by keeping your investments maybe into a fixed deposit, or putting your funds into financial instruments such as mutual funds, SIPs. But that too, it takes more than a year to generate that kind of return. We provided with this particular hot stock recommendation yesterday, and it's already on its way to achieve our 5% profitability, correct? I'm sure everyone is aware that we are focusing on the 5% profitability, because we have observed over the span of the last 2 months that we want to basically showcase our potential, correct? Potential in taking trades consistently and in booking profits consistently. So when we can take trades and book trades and make money consistently, we are, just proving ourselves day after day, week after week, month after month, that we are very successful, right? When it comes to providing you with hot stock recommendations and making you money. All right. But please bear in mind, since the value that we are providing is very high rated, very high value content, correct? We are generally reserving our content for VIPs, people who are willing to take action. Please bear in mind, since the value of our content is immense, it is top quality content. We want to make sure that we are providing it to those people who are willing to take action. I'm pretty sure a lot of you who are attending this particular live streaming session are very much optimistic, are very happy to see such kind of results. But just thinking about results will not make you money, right? Will not make you money. You have to take action. The moment a hot stock recommendation is provided by me, all you have to do is keep your platform open, make sure you're attending all the live streaming sessions, and just copy paste the parameters. We are providing you with the name of the stock, we are providing you with the entry price, we are providing you with the 5% profitability. We do provide you with further targets, but our current focus lies in achieving 5% profitability, because we want to showcase our consistency when it comes to the financial markets. All right, does it sound good? So, as I was mentioning, since the content that we are providing is so high value, we want to keep it for VIPs who are willing to take action, who are willing to be a part of dolphin markets, and who are willing to take invest in dolphin markets, correct? But since we are in the initial phases of marketing and creating awareness among the Indian demographic, we are keeping our doors open for anyone and everyone, correct, who wants to see and analyze the power of what dolphin markets is providing, the power of what Harsh is providing, right, through these live streaming sessions. So people can take advantage of it. It is open, but please bear in mind, it will be only limited. The time period will be limited. It will be available only for the next 1 or 2 weeks. After that, we will be shifting to our private live streaming sessions, where people who have onboarded onto dolphin markets will be receiving the services, right? They will be receiving brokerage services, as well as they will be receiving the live streaming services as well. All right, so I hope everyone is good to go. Please, I'm very optimistic that everyone is showing a lot of interest, but it's not just about taking interest, it's about converting that interest into action, because once you keep taking actions, it is possible to make good amounts of money, correct? Let me ask another question. Do you want to make small amount of money, or do you want to make a large amount of money? All right, come on, you can type down in the chat box, because I want you to keep interacting with me. I'm very sure everyone would be saying, Harsh, isn't that a no brainer? Of course, we want to make a lot of money, correct? To all those people who want to make a good amount of money, it is as simple as just attending my live streaming sessions. The more live streaming sessions you attend of mine, the more opportunities you have in terms of making money, correct? Because the more hot stock recommendations I can keep sharing to you. Remember, we do not provide it to you on a daily basis, but as as in how the market conditions are moving, and we come across a high potential, a high probability setup, we will inform you, correct? Now, whether that will take place during the initial part of the live streaming session, during the mid part, or during the finale, we do not know, right? It all depends on how the markets are performing. So make sure you're attending the live streaming sessions, keep your trading account open, and just replicate where I tell you to enter and where I tell you to place target. All right, so let us come to trading view, and let me show you the hot stock that we have been talking about, right? So we were talking about NFL being a company that is one second. All right. So NFL being a company that is listed on the National Stock Exchange, and as you can see, it is engaging in the manufacture and sale of fertilizer products, correct? So basically, it comes under the process industries. Now, as you can see, we had provided you with an entry between 110 and 113, right? Just let me make sure the lines are correct. And the prices since yesterday, right? Let me just go to a lower time frame. The prices had retraced. So based on the retracement to where prices are, the prices are already sitting at a 4% profitability. All we need is 1%. Please bear in mind, we do have a strong area of resistance right above at the level of 118 to 120, right? So we need to be careful of this. But since our 5% profitability is below it, we are optimistic for sure that we would be making money on this as well. Imagine the power of hot stock recommendations, a trading opportunity, a money making strategy that we provide to you on a consistent basis. All you have to do is copy paste the parameters of entry, 5% profitability, and as well as position size. Please bear in mind, we are traders, we are analysts and traders, we are not gamblers, correct? So we want to make sure that we are risking appropriately. So we have provided you with all the parameters, right? All you have to do is copy paste the parameters and let the magic unfold, right? In terms of making money. Now I have a hot stock recommendation for you. I guess it was shared by my previous associate, but since we had not updated the sheet, I will do it again. So for those who are ready, let me share you today's hot stock recommendation. But before that, what do you have to do? You have to make sure that you are attending all my live streaming sessions, correct? So that is point number one. And point number two, keep your trading account open so that you can take trades and you can replicate trades and you can make money. All right. So quickly, let me just show you with today's hot stock recommendation. It has been shared by my associate, but we haven't updated the Excel sheets, right? The our analysis, financial analysis sheet. So let me talk to you about today's hot stock recommendation, and it is none other than Hindustan Oil Exploration. Right now, we have been having trades on this particular stock since quite a while. Please bear in mind there have been a lot of macroeconomic factors when it comes to geopolitical uncertainties with the foreign investment institutions pulling out funds from the economy, and with the underperforming quarterly earning reports, right, that have been coming out all the way from October. So, with all the factors in mind, and also with the international crude oil prices that have been having a huge correction. So, the Indian oil sector has also been affected, and so the individual Indian stocks, right, pertaining to the oil sector. But nonetheless, since yesterday, there has been a strong optimism, especially in the banking and oil sector. So, these two sectors have been catapulting the index, right, with a bullish sentiment. So let me just provide you with a hot stock recommendation. But like I always say, keep attending my live streaming sessions. And secondly, keep your trading account open so that you can copy paste the trades, use the parameters of entry, take profit and position size, and see the profits unveiling right in front of you. All right. So let me just mark the line. So we are planning to enter with a hot stock recommendation on Hindustan Oil Limited. We would be planning to enter between 190 and 192, right? I hope everyone can see my screen. We got to be quick, right, when it comes to placing trades. And in terms of our 5% profitability for this particular trade, for this particular entry, we would be keeping it between 200 and 202. All right, so let me mark it again. Let me just denote it with initials. So E stands for entry, and the green area is basically for the 5% take profit, right? Take profit, TP, take profit. So with the initials mentioned, we are looking for this particular trade to run. So, please bear in mind there is an important area of key. It's a flip zone. It's a key flip zone. Flip zones are basically those structures which have shifted their characteristics, right? So there was a support that should have held, but it was taken out. So the next time a support gets taken out, it creates a resistance. It flips the character of that structure. Right now, prices are sitting, but we can see bullish sentiment popping into, right? So we are just looking for our entry between 190 and 192, and our 5% profitability between 200 and 202. Please bear in mind when it comes to position sizing, we are looking to take a position size between 10 to 15%, right? 10 to 15 position is the percentage of the account you have to calculate, right? And risk only this much of percentage. Now in terms of the above entries, yes, there have been a lot of entries, but unfortunately due to the macroeconomic conditions, the markets, the oil markets have been taking a plunge, and so as well the Indian companies that are related to the oil sector. With the entries provided, we can see that we would be having an average price. Let me mark it for you as well. So the average price based on all the four entries that we have provided will be between 215, right? So it's going to be around 215. Let me mark with an orange line this one. So the orange dotted line, as you can see, would be the average price. Yeah, average price for the four entries. Remember, we have one, two, three, and with today's entry, that would be four entries. Yes, there are certain scenarios which do take place which are not favorable for us, but as and how the markets are improvising, we adapt to the changes, correct? Like I always say, the markets run on probabilities, the markets do not run on certainties. We as analysts and traders can provide you with high profitability trades, high trades which are having high probable, correct? I mean long trades which are having high probability. But sometimes with the economic factors at play, the markets are not following the steps that we are expecting. So this is the particular hot stock recommendation for today. Prices are right now between the levels of 190 and 192. Please make sure you are able to take trades, because at the end, with the prices correcting further, we want to add positions so that we can reduce the average price, right? If you can reduce the average price, the moments the prices turn and go in our favor, we can make money quickly, right? So I hope everyone is getting a very clear understanding. This is today's hot stock. For people who want to take a screenshot, please do so. I am giving you 5 seconds, all right? Five, four, three, two, one, zero. All right, so everyone, I hope has taken the screenshot. Now let me go and update it on the on our analysis sheet as well, because it is important to keep showcasing you that we are updating it on a real time basis, correct? So just let me make sure that the values are being updated, correct? So today being the 26th of November, and with Hind oil being the hot stock recommendation for today, we are planning to enter between 190 and 192, and our 5% profitability will be between 200 and 202. Yes, we do provide you with first and second target as well. The first target is going to be between 210 and 215. As for the second target, we would be keeping it between 220 and 230. All right, so this is the real, this is the strength of Harsh and Dolphin markets. We analyze the markets, we provide you with hot stock recommendations. The moment a hot stock recommendation is provided to you and prices have entered, we update our analysis sheet so that you can see that we are maintaining it diligently, and we are maintaining a detailed record of our trades, and at the same time it is done on a real time basis. So as and how the markets are moving, we are adapting to the changes in the markets, and we are proving to everyone who are attending this particular live streaming session that yes, we can take trades consistently and we can make money consistently. All right, so with today's hot stock recommendation, for those who want to take a screenshot of this particular analysis sheet can also do so, right? I'm giving you additional 5 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. I have been getting a lot of questions from our clients, our viewers, that Harsh, could we have a copy of the analysis sheet? And to all those people, yes, you can have it, but you would have to contact my team of assistants and they will provide you with all the details. All right, sounds good. All right, make sure you're typing in the comment box. You can say a hi, you can say a hello, you can you can put a comment, you can put an appraisal, you can say whatever you want, because we want to make sure that the group is interactive, right? I would be doing the majority of the talking, like I said, but I still need to understand and gauge how well the clients, how well the viewers are able to understand, correct? So this is today's hot stock recommendation. We are looking at Hindustan oil exploration listed on the National Stock Exchange with an entry between 190 and 192 and 5% profitability between being between 200 and 202. To all those people who are asking, Harsh, what about the first and the second target? So to all those people, yes, we do provide you with first and second targets, but we have observed in the last 2 months that keeping a profitability at 5% makes profitability achievable, makes profitability reachable, right? At the end, we are not here to be right, we are here to make money, right? So we are not basing our strategies on a single or a couple of trades and we want them to achieve the 5% or 10% or 15%, right? We are trying to provide you with more trading opportunities and trying to book profits consistently, right? So we can keep making 5%. Remember, as of now, let me just save the sheet. So I hope everyone is taking the screenshot of this particular current holdings sheet. All right. So everyone, this is today's hot stock recommendation. We will come and we will analyze how yesterday's hot stock recommendation, which has almost appreciated by 4% profitability, we will have a look on that as well. But it is very crucial to understand that we are providing you with real-time based hot stock recommendations that are also performing quite well. There are trades that have been taken and booked for a profit. When I was talking about the 5%, right, as you can see, the consistency that we are having all the way from 18th of September to 22nd of November, right? 22nd of November is last Friday, last week's Friday, the most recent data, and we have been sitting, achieving 5% consistently. We have been able to achieve a cumulative profitability of 165, 168%. Imagine the power that we are providing to you, right? It is astonishing. It is fabulous. So let us go and look in terms of the charts, in terms of what NFL is doing as of now. All right. To those people who are still having doubts or uncertainty with Hindustan oil exploration, please understand any stock that is listed on the National Stock Exchange has been scrutinized by SEBI, right? The governing body when it comes to the stock market. So, if a stock that has been scrutinized and tested thoroughly in terms of its financial numbers, in terms of its future prospects, the company holds strength. It is just the current market conditions that are not favorable. I mean, from the time the correction has taken place almost from the beginning of August, right? But it still has good amount of potential. Remember, the prices do not just travel in one direction. If the prices have been rallying, there will come a correction. And if the prices are correcting, there will come a strong impulse to the upside as well. We are here to look for trading opportunities and we are here to provide you with real time analysis, correct? So with the opportunity provided, it does and it has strong potential for prices to to manage to continue up to the levels of resistance, right? So we'll be having certain areas of resistance around the 210 area. Our 5% profitability is way before that. So we have more optimism, and we have more probability when it comes for this particular trade to run. For those people who have taken trades right from entry number one, do not worry. The orange dotted line, right, which is at 215. Let me just make sure the lines are correct. So the orange line, all right. I hope people can see my screen, correct? Okay. Just let me change the color. So this is the average price. Yeah, we would be wanting prices to continue so that you can exit even at break even, because remember, since we are providing trades on a consistent basis, you do not have to hold on to trades just because you have taken a trade. The markets are dynamic. We as analysts and traders have to improvise as well. As the market conditions are changing, we adapt to the changes, correct? So we might not make money for those people who have taken trades from entry one. Okay, I'm talking about people who have taken trades from entry one, entry two, entry three, and entry four. For those of you who have taken trades on entry four, the moment the prices attain the 5% profit target, you can close your trades. Another very important piece of information is, we might have a lot of clients coming to us and telling the Harsh, you had provided with a 5% profitability target between 200 and 202. Does that mean that we have to keep our target exactly at 200 or 202? And the answer is, you can be a little flexible, all right, since the markets are based on practicality, right? I mean, nothing hypothetical works in the real case scenarios, correct? So you can be a little flexible. Rather than keeping your target at 200, you can keep it at 199. Yes, you would not make 5%, but you would make 4.9%. So that is as good as making 5%, right? So if the prices are coming very close and the prices are acting uncertain, for example, let me show it to you on the chart. If the prices from the current place are approaching the 5% target, and you will observe that for whatever reason, because we do have an area of interest on this side as well, right, which is basically a flip zone. If prices are able to enter that area of flip zone area, right, let me just write it, it's a flip zone, right? Let me change the color. So if prices are approaching, and if you feel that the prices are going sideways, you can slightly enter exit before, right? Best is to place your target well in advance so that you do not have to even bother about waiting or looking for the price or staring at the charts in terms of taking a take profit target. So make sure these we do understand everyone has curious is aware and is curious to know about what should be followed, how much of flexibility should be given, but each one to their own. You can always be a little flexible, right, when it comes to targets. So I hope everyone is understanding for Hind oil that is provided. Now coming to NFL is doing pretty phenomenal, right? We had provided you with an entry between 110 to 113. The prices have been approaching to our area. Remember, the prices have we had provided an entry between 110 and 113. So based on where the prices had retraced to, and from there prices had started to continue with an uptrend movement, the prices have traversed by almost 4.3% till the live streaming session is running for this particular session. I will keep an eye on this and I will let you know in terms of prices coming closer to target. The moment prices are coming closer to target, I will update you, right? Just let me make sure the lines are correct. So 116 and 120, correct? So we will keep an eye on this, and when prices are coming so close and we are just shy of 1% in terms of profitability, we are sometimes very what do you call, we do get excited. We are very anxious when it comes to, like, okay, let's start booking profits, but okay, we let's see how prices are reacting, and hopefully the target should be met, because the opposite resistance that is visible is only starting around the 118 area. So we can make our 1% profitability in terms of achieving a cumulative 5% profitability. So we will keep an eye on this as well. Let us have a quick look onto the other hot stock recommendations that were shared. When it comes to IP rings is basically into the manufacturing of auto components, right? So for this particular hot stock that was shared on 12th of November, the prices did come very close to our profit target area, right? Let me just mark it with a circle. We are talking about this particular area where prices had come very close, but since we are looking for the 5%, the prices just were shy away from a 5% profitability by 0.8%, right? So less than a percent. But sometimes the markets are being a little stubborn and they don't follow exactly as per our trade plan. But nonetheless, the prices have returned to an area of support, right? The support being around the 193.5 area. Currently the prices are still sitting in that area. Let us have a look in terms of what the MACD is showcasing. The MACD, right? The MACD. So in terms of MACD, the prices still have a bearish sentiment, right? With the histogram being red in color, indicating bearish sentiment, as well as the moving averages being within the bearish territory of the histogram. So nonetheless, let the markets do what they have to do, and I will update you in terms of any if any further instruction needs to be provided. Correct. Let us look at Poonawalla. Poonawalla again is holding fantastically well with the inverted head and shoulders. As mentioned, the prices have returned back to the area where prices are currently consolidating, right? Let me mark it to you with the use of a parallel channel, correct? So the prices are currently more or less having, or sorry, are basically traveling within a bullish uptrend channel. Remember yesterday in the third live streaming session that was carried out yesterday evening, we were talking about the basic technical strategies and we had covered the terminologies which were involving channels, trend lines, and so called and so on. So currently the prices are right within a bullish channel and we do expect prices to continue higher. The next area of resistance that we would be seeing would be coming to around the area around 380, right? 370, 375 to 380. So we will keep an eye on this as well and we will keep you updated, right? In terms of prices, the prices have returned back to the entry that was provided to you on 12th of November. All right, let's go to the next hot stock recommendation, and we are talking about none other than Evantil. Evantil, as you can see, is basically engaging in the manufacture of telecommunication equipment. All right, so this particular hot stock was shared to you twice. First one was provided to you around 24th of October, and let me just minimize this. All right, and the second hot stock was provided to you on 19th. The second hot stock recommendation has achieved the 5% profitability, right? We have done quite phenomenal in terms of providing you this particular hot stock. And see, we had provided it to you on 19th being last week's Tuesday, correct? With the hot stock being provided on 19, we had been able to achieve it by yesterday, right? Monday. Yesterday was a fantastic day. We were able to book and generate 16% profitability, right? We had three trades which had been provided to you in the past, and three trades had achieved the 5% profitability. One trade in particular was able to achieve an additional 1%, and that is how the total profit, the cumulative profitability comes to 16%. All right. So based on that, we have done phenomenal, right? So people who had taken trades on Evantel, we had provided you not one but two trading opportunities around the 145 area, right? So the areas that you can see between 145 and 148, we had provided you with entry 2 and entry 3. Both the entries have hit target. In terms of people who had taken entry 1, we had informed that the prices have crossed above the average price. So you are net positive when it comes to this particular hot stock recommendation. And we had also informed that people can start to take a call in terms of closing trades, because we are here to reduce our risk, we are here to manage our risk, and we are here to make consistent profitability, profits, correct? Do not worry if you are not able to make money or certain trades you have to come out at break even, because we are here for the long run, right? We have been providing you with hot stock recommendations almost on a regular basis, and based on that you have seen it for yourself. 168% has been achieved in the last 2 months. So that just showcases that you do not have to fear, right? Like I always say, when Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear. We will keep providing you with new hot stock recommendations on a regular basis, right? So for people who have taken trades on entry 1, entry 2, and entry 3 are sitting at net positive. All right. So let's go to the next hot stock recommendation that was shared. We are looking at none other than RBL Bank, all right, listed on the National Stock Exchange. And this one is basically operating as a scheduled commercial bank, right? As the name suggests, it comes under the finance and banking sector. We had provided you with a hot stock recommendation on 14th of November. 14th of November being Children's Day, we had accomplished the 5% profitability target for this particular hot stock. Yes, we do have entry 1 which was provided around 14th of October, so almost a month prior to entry number 2, correct? And the prices have been sitting around the flip zone area, as you can see. We will keep an eye on this particular hot stock, and we will update you in terms of any improvements, or sorry, improvisations that have to be taken care of, right? The orange dotted line, as you can see, is the average price. We do expect prices to continue to the levels. um, be careful and be mindful that prices are currently sitting into an area called as a flip zone, right? As I have mentioned, a very important key area that has been taken out has a tendency to reverse its characteristics the next time prices come into that area, correct? So prices are currently sitting into that area. Once the prices are able to break above that area, there should be a smooth sailing to the next key resistance area between 173.5 ish area. All right, so we will keep you updated on this particular hot stock recommendation as well. For people who have taken trades on entry number 1 and entry number 2, for those who have taken just based on entry number 2, commendable, because you have made good money. Yeah, you have made the 5% target. Let's now move on to the next hot stock, and that is going to be none other than Annapurna, right? So Annapurna has already been cleared and dusted, but this is always used as a reminder for people who are attending the session for the first time, right? Or who are new to these live streaming sessions. We do provide you with added entry opportunities because the markets are correcting. It could be based on the sector rotation, or it could be based on the macroeconomic conditions that are not or that are leading to a bearish sentiment in that particular sector. Similar to Annapurna, we had provided you with entry number 1, entry number 2, and entry number 3. The prices had reversed and have entered into a strong area of resistance. So it was made very clear for people to start closing their trades, right? That is the reason I keep emphasizing whenever I'm holding my live streaming sessions, make sure to be present and make sure to keep your brokerage, your trading account open so that you can take actions quickly, right? We inform you in terms of where to enter, where to place your 5% profitability, and most importantly, what would be the position size. So always make sure to understand the position size will always be between 10 to 15, right? Yes, I know I'm being a little repetitive, but it is very crucial to keep these points in mind. We are analysts and traders, we are not gamblers. So we want to manage our risk, we want to take trades consistently, and we want to book trades consistently for a profit to make money, right? We want to make money consistently. So I hope everyone is clear with this particular hot stock recommendation. and none other than Hind Oil, right? This has been today's hot stock recommendation. Yes, this is the fourth entry that we are providing, but there is potential for the banking and oil sector to showcase more bullish sentiment in the coming days, in the coming weeks. It has already started to showcase strong optimism since yesterday, since Monday, and we just want prices to close slightly above the key flip area, right? Since the flip areas are crucial, we have to be careful. But the moment the flip zones are taken out, we can expect prices to continue to our targets as well, with the main key resistance coming around the 210 and 213 area. We will keep an eye on this, and as now, please bear in mind the orange dotted line is the average price for the last four trades, correct? Which also coincides with the key resistance area that is mentioned, correct? The red color box. So we will keep an eye on this, and as and how the market conditions are improving and changing, we will update you, right? But this is today's hot stock. So make sure you are taking, for anyone who has come late into today's live streaming session, I am providing you with another opportunity to take the trade and get onto the bandwagon of making consistent profits, right? So the entry is between 190 and 192, and our 5% profitability target will be between 200 and 202. Everyone, please bear in mind that we are very stringent and strict when it comes to position sizing, right? We want to position size in a moderate manner so that we are not risking overly, and we are managing our risk, and we are taking consistent trade opportunities to make good amount of money. All right, so we will keep an eye on this, and we will have a look on this as well. Well, NFL right now it's still sitting around that area. We have been seeing that prices had come to almost 4% profitability, not four, but more than four, right? Cumulatively it has increased to 4.45. Again, we were shy from our 5% profitability by 0.5%, right? But nonetheless, we are still making money. The key resistance area is on top, so we will still have a look. We still have another couple of minutes, around 10 minutes to continue. So if the if the markets are able to achieve the 5% profitability target, I will let you know. If worst case scenario, if the markets if the prices are approaching the target outside of the live streaming sessions, you do not have to worry. My team of assistants will make sure to provide you a reminder, whether on WhatsApp or any other any other modes of communication. We will provide you with the updates, right? But it's always better for you, being the investor and trader, it is better for you to place your targets well in advance so that you do not have to worry about prices coming into your target area when you're not around. I'm pretty sure everyone is busy, everyone has a lifestyle and everyone is having certain priorities in life. So not everyone would be always available to look at the charts. So very important, keep your targets well in advance so that let the prices go and hit your targets even when you're not around, right? Let the notifications come on your phone that yes, the 5% profitability has achieved. I think that would be the greatest you know happiness and excitement to see on a consistent basis, correct? How can you achieve that is by attending Harsh's live streaming sessions and making sure to follow, take action by following Harsh's instructions. It's as simple as that, correct? So we looked at all the watch list pairs that are currently performing, with NFL being the closest in terms of coming to our profitability target, right? The prices have entered into an area, like I always mention, called as flip zones, right? So it's a flip zone where previously we had a support that was taken out, that got converted into resistance, that got taken out, that again got taken out. So price, this is a very important area when it comes to prices being manipulated, correct? So as and how prices are moving, we will keep an eye on this as well. Do not worry. Once we see prices, first of all, prices are very close to our take profit levels, right? and we do expect the prices to continue up. Let us keep an eye on this, and I will update you for any changes that are taking place. You as the investor, you as the trader, can always make sure to have some flexibility when it comes to closing trades in profit. And because we are here to make money consistently. How can we make money consistently? We can make money consistently by taking trades consistently and booking profits consistently, right? So we have covered with all the watch list pairs that we have been focusing on. In terms of Nifty, I'm pretty sure there has been a good amount of bullish sentiment that has come out since Monday. As you can see, the prices have gapped up quite substantially well, and they are on their way towards the next key resistance area, being around the 24,000. Uh, yeah, 24,400 level, correct? So with this bullishness, with this kind of optimism in the Indian share market, in the index of Nifty as well as Sensex, has been majorly because of the BJP led coalition that had won the Maharashtra state elections, right? So prices have been very optimistic, correct, when it comes into the Indian share market. And let me give you today's quick summary in terms of what has been covered so that people are aware. And for all those latecomers, come on, you need to make sure that you are attending the live streaming sessions consistently and you are being disciplined, right? Because when a hot stock is provided, is not in my hand, is not in anyone's hand. It is when the market conditions turn favorable, is when we provide you with hot stock recommendations, correct? Everyone attending our live streaming sessions are coming with one main focus, and that is to make money. All you have to do is keep attending the sessions and replicate the hot stock recommendations that we are sharing to you. So we did talk about all the pairs that are currently running. The major focus has been on NFL, with prices approaching closer and closer to the 5% profitability, right? With prices moving almost by 4.5% in our direction. So we are very tempted, and very excited and eager for prices to go and achieve a target. And what else would be beautiful than prices going and achieving a target for a hot stock recommendation that was shared yesterday, right? So this is the power of the hot stock recommendations. This is the power of Dolphin Markets and Harsh that we are providing to you, right? We did have a look at all the other pairs, especially with IP rings. When a scenario such as this that takes place, where prices have come so closer to a target area, but again, the markets run on probabilities and not certainties, correct? So the prices have again retraced and have returned back to an area of support, correct? With the banking sector and the IT sector showing optimism, we do expect Poonawalla to also show bullish sentiment. With the bullish channel continuing up in an uptrend fashion, the prices have returned back to our entry area, right? So we will keep an eye on this, and even in terms of our average entry, let me show it to you as well. In terms of average entry, for all the three trades, we have the average entry being around 377.5, right? So let me put a line over there, and let me change it to orange, and let me change it to dotted. So 377.5. All right, so the orange dotted line is where we will be having the average price, right? For one, two, three, for the three entries, right? Very important because we have to be aware of all these details as well. Let me change the color to orange so that people are aware. All right. All right, so good. So we are done with this particular hot stock. We are just giving you a summary for people who have joined late so that they can also have a quick summary in terms of what was discussed for the last entire hour for this particular live streaming session, right? Eventil has done fantastically well. We have achieved the 5% profitability. And for people who had taken trades at entry one, Please let me remind you that the targets had been achieved, but for people who had entered late, you have to be, careful. Whenever a hot stock recommendation is provided by me, take action at the best price possible, right? We had provided with an entry between 165 and 170 for people who had were able to take entries at the best price possible, have able to achieve the profit target, right? Not once, not once, not twice, but thrice. But nonetheless, even with the next opportunity that was provided with two entries, right? Being entry two and entry three, we have hit the profitability target for both the levels, right? Achieving a 10% profitability just on this hot stock. RBL Bank is still sitting and is kind of reacting from the flip zone, but the 5% profitability has been achieved. We will be keeping an eye on the average price and we will let you know what else would be taking place, right? Annapurna is done, and today's hot stock recommendation being Hindustan Oil Exploration. Let's call it as fingers crossed, but we do expect the prices to increase for this particular hot stock with the optimism of bullish sentiment pouring into the oil sector and the IT sector. All right, so I hope everyone had a good session. We were able to provide you with a hot stock recommendation, and we were able to provide you with NFL, right, which that was provided yesterday, which is coming closer to the 5% profitability target. If prices are coming closer to the target, my team of assistants will make sure to provide you a reminder to close your trades. Make sure to arrive again for my second live streaming session where we will again look at how the markets are functioning, what advancements have taken into the market, and for any changes or any required instructions that will be provided to you, I will let you know. All right, so I hope everyone has had a great day. I will get back to you in the afternoon. Make sure to attend my afternoon's second live streaming session as well, and I'll see you over there. So until then, have a great day. Namaste.